My Muscadine grapes usually produce great, but nothing last year. What did I do wrong? This is Homer from Maryville, Tennessee. He says last year he did not prune them, but also does not use any fertilizer. All right, Mr. D. Think about that Muscadines, right? You like Muscadines.
I do like Muscadines. I do like Muscadines very much. And, you know, think about how Muscadines fruit. They fruit on current season's growth that comes out of 1-year-old wood. And the way we prune Muscadines is we cut all of the 1-year-old wood back to a couple of buds, leave a couple of buds, and then the new growth, the current season growth that comes out of that is what produces the Muscadines.
Okay.
So he didn't prune last year, so he should have had a lot of 1-year-old wood.
Mm-hmm.
Too much, way too much of 1-year-old wood.
I see where you're going. Okay.
But you still should have had some current season's growth come out of that.
Okay.
And you should have had some Muscadines, unless that happens to be a female Muscadine, and you may have lost another self-fertile or perfect flowered Muscadine around that had pollinated that Muscadine in the past. That would be a question I would ask. It might, if it's a female, it requires cross-pollination. If it's a perfect flowered Muscadine, it does not require pollination, and it can pollinate the females.
Interesting.
So it, you know, brings on more questions. They need a high pH, relatively high pH, and they need a little bit of fertilizer, but not a lot. So I don't think either one of those would keep them from. The only thing I could think that would keep them from producing at all is if a late frost or late freeze killed all of the new growth. If you had all your new growth and it burned it back to 2-year-old wood, if all you had was 2-year-old wood, you're not going to have any Muscadines. So
that's good. Yeah, I didn't think about that. Yeah. Would have been a late frost.
I can't think of anything.
Yeah, because outside of that, I'm with you on the pollination. You know, I always think about, if you don't get fruit, then something happened with the pollination.
Yeah, if they sprayed them with an insecticide during bloom, that could keep them from producing either. You know, they wouldn't get pollinated. But that's one thing I would check and see if somebody lost a Muscadine. A neighbor lost one, or if they had another one that and then I would think that's probably a female.
Okay. All right. Homer, hope that
but I would recommend you prune it though.
Yeah, recommend pruning.
And make sure you got a pollinator.
Right.